This is gonna be a long video. Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today's anime we're gonna talk about is Vampire Knight.
その瞳に囚われる
So we're gonna talk about the plot of the story. So the story opens up with a young girl, her name is Yuki, and she was talking about in the first scene basically how her first memory was being attacked by a vampire. Because, you know, that makes sense. And she was saved by none other than...
Kaname.
Kaname?
And so, since the first scene, we get the beautiful opening. And then after that, we time skip, like 10 years into the future to now a more grown-up Yuki. And she attends this academy called Cross Academy. And she is like a legal guardian with like her stepbrother. His name is Zero. More about him later. And yeah, basically they kind of protect like the humans from the school because the school was structured with two different classes. The first one is the day class and the second one is called the night class. The day class is all humans and the night class is all vampires because plot for some reason. And the reason why the school was structured this way is because both Zero's and Yuki's like adoptive father has like this vision for the future and he wants humans and vampires to coexist. Cause I guess that helps the plot, I guess. Yeah. And so basically like Zero really hates vampires because before he was adopted into that household, like his family was attacked by a vampire. And so everyone in his family died except for him because of plot. And so, yeah, he had ended up having like a hatred for vampires. And Yuki was like, no, you can't hate vampires because
Kaname?
saved my ass, you know? And also, like, another key factor is that Yuki is in love with Kaname. Like, you can tell throughout the whole story, she's in love with Kaname. And so, basically, the first couple episodes is just, like, them, like, interacting, introducing, until, like, the main plot rolls in. So, Zero, since his family was attacked by a vampire, he actually got bitten during that attack and he became a vampire himself. But no one knows about this for about like 4 damn years because of plot. Just because of plot, right? And so Yuki found out the hard way by like this.
純血種の牙にかかった人間は
ゼロ
ヴァンパイアに変異する
何
Cause that's okay, I guess. And so Kaname, the leader of the night class, was like, okay, so Zero has to come to the night class, and Yuki was over here like, no, please don't, like. So Kaname was saying that he needs to join the night class Zero because he's a vampire, but Yuki was somehow convinced him because plot, I don't know. So after her convincing Kaname to leave Zero alone, like she kind of in her mind made like Zero stay because he was about to leave at one point, and he was like, no, I gotta leave because I'm in danger to these people. And he was like, no, please don't, because of plot. Anyways. She kind of like arranged for them, like if he ever was to like lose his like thirst, just drink my blood again and just continue until you get better, because that works, I guess. And so that continues on until like a new girl shows up to the academy. Her name was Maria, and she's kind of creepy, like low key she's kind of creepy. So Zero kind of had like this weird connection to this girl, and so he couldn't pinpoint what exactly was wrong with this girl until we found out later that this girl, Maria, or in disguise, is the vampire that attacked his goddamn family. Cause of plot! When he found out about this, we also find out, because he never mentioned it until this moment, that he actually has a twin brother. And his twin brother has been working as a servant for this bitch. And like, it was just so crazy. Because I was in middle school when I watched this. So it was just like, wow. He has a twin brother. And so the only way that can save Zero from losing his like sanity in this story was to drink Maria's blood. But Kaname randomly shows up at this point of the story and kills her, forcing Zero to like go deeper into madness. And like, plot, I guess. So at the end of the season, like, Zero has to be like basically kept in captivity in like an underground jail cell. And Kaname kind of makes a deal with him saying, okay, I can give you my blood so you don't lose your sanity if you promise to protect Yuki down the line. And since Zero had no other choice, because if not he would lose his shit, he agrees to the deal. And that's how the season ends. But you think that's over? There's a season 2!
白いバラの花びら一つ二つ開けばあの日の記憶色づいてゆく
By the way, season 1 opening is way better than the season 2. I'm just saying. They could have just left it like that, but whatever. So season 2 kind of opens up to like Zero coming back to school because he was gone, because he was about to lose his sanity. And also season 1 was very heavily based on Zero, but in season 2, Zero was barely in the season, so I thought it was weird. But you know, whatever, it's plot. And so this season was mostly focused on Yuki, because like how season 1 opened up, Yuki did not have any memories other than her first memory being attacked by a vampire. And so she starts having hallucinations of like her past. Like she started remembering bits and pieces of her past, but they came like in fragments and they were all bloody. And so at one point she had a hallucination, like a memory of, and Kaname was in it. Yuki went up to Kaname and was like, hey, I'm starting to remember like my past. And like, you were in there, Kaname, so can you please tell me why you're in my memories? And he's kind of like avoiding her questions for no reason, because plot. And so yeah, this season was like very heavily based on Yuki and trying to remember what the hell's going on. And yeah, like another thing that happened in the season was like Zero and Kaname were kind of working together to like, because people were thinking that Zero killed Maria in the first season, but it was Kaname. So it was like Kaname was basically saying no, Zero didn't do it, and they were like asking Kaname, hey, then who did it? He was like, not Zero, but I don't know, buddy. So that was another thing. It was just like, but it was like very small and minor to the main story in season 2. But you know, plot. Anyways, so towards the end of the first season, like Yuki starts having more hallucinations, but they were getting more graphic, and to the point that she was just seeing blood everywhere. And so Kaname at one point was like, hey, do you want me to help you remember? And Yuki was like, please. I've been asking you this since the beginning of the season, but whatever. And you know what he does is like, he freaking proceeds to bite her and turns her to a vampire.
先輩首に埋まっているのは何？
this anime was so weird to watch. And my brain didn't process this when I was watching it. But anyways, so yeah, he bites her and she becomes a vampire and she remembers everything now. And Zero confronts them, like, cause Zero comes out of nowhere at this part. And he like confronts him. It was like, oh my god, Kaname, like, you promised that you're not gonna turn Yuki into a vampire. And like Yuki stops him from like killing Kaname. It was like, no, don't hurt him because he's my older brother.
血の匂いがした。それと
ゼロ。
ヴァンパイアの気配が2つ。クラン、お前勇気を。
やめてゼロ。この人は私のお兄様なの。
I hate it here. And so yeah. And so she kind of falls into like this coma thingy for like a couple like hours, and people found out that she is like Kaname's little sister, and Kaname was kind of like the leader of the vampires at the time, so like everyone had to now respect Yuki. And when she wakes up, she randomly has long hair because of plot, and like she's still in love with freaking Kaname because incest, you know. And at the end of the season, she kind of just like goes with Kaname, and Zero kind of stays behind and becomes a vampire hunter, and she becomes a vampire. So that was the end of the second season. Why did I watch it? I remember I was in middle school when I watched this. I don't know why I watched it, but I remembered Twilight was a thing. Maybe that's why I watched it. Because Twilight was a thing, and everyone loved Twilight back then. Not now, but everyone loved Twilight back then. So, yeah, this anime was hard to, like, watch recently. Because I was trying to watch it for this video. And it was hard to process it. So, is the manga finished with this? Yes. Did I read the manga? No. I have read bits and pieces of the manga. Like, I read, like, probably the first 3 chapters when I was really young because I was invested in it. Did I know what happened in the manga at the end? No. I know there is 2 stories for Vampire Knight. There's Vampire Knight, the regular one, and then Vampire Knight Memories. I have no idea what Vampire Knight Memories has. Do I plan to read the manga? Probably yes, if I hate myself so much. I know at the end of 2024, Crunchyroll is doing a special on having the whole box set for Vampire Knight, an exclusive collectible. Let's see who will buy it. Maybe me, because it looks pretty anyways. But yeah, this anime was intense to watch as a kid. Do I recommend anyone to watch this? I watch it for the openings. I'll watch it for the openings though. The openings were good. That's what probably saved the anime for me, was the opening. So I give it a 2 out of 10. This anime I give it a 2 out of 10. Just alone for the opening. So there's 2 openings, so each opening gets a point. Plot wise, unless you're into that weird shit, you can give it a watch. This anime came out in 2008, by the way. So yeah, there was a lot of things that, I don't know if they will show today, but there was a lot of things that's kind of slid by in 2008. Yeah. This was a long video to record. This was a long video to sit down and talk about. But yeah. Vampire Knight. What can I say? Oh my god. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to watch more videos, more content will come out shortly. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button if you want to. But anyways, my name is Celes, and see you all in the next video. Bye.